Okie dokie, and g'day guys. I'm Tigger Mac and I'm going to narrate one of my wedding cake videos. Normally it's just my voice, but I thought I'll put my face in it for something different. Maybe I'll make it a little bit more interesting because it is like a 5-minute video, which I felt like if it was just my voice, it'd be kind of a snooze fest. So let's chat about what I'm doing in the video. I have got a 9-inch mud cake that I'm stacking up. It is a white chocolate raspberry mud, and I'm putting white chocolate ganache in the layers. And you can see I've got 4 layers of cake. It's 2 cakes sliced through the middle, and I've stacked them up to get them nice and high. This size here, I believe, is a 6-inch. Now, what else? Gosh, I'm going to try and do this in one take because just way less editing that way, you know? So let's just watch it together and I'll see if I can keep you guys entertained. This feels really weird. So I'm using a buttercream. Gosh, I forgot that word for a minute. I'm covering the entire cake in white buttercream and then, which is the crumb coat. I'm doing this on both tiers. And you can see I alternate. So I'm showing you in the video the order that I would actually decorate this cake. So I stack both tiers, both sizes. I cover both one after the other, and then I do the top coats one after the other. Yeah, I don't know if you guys find that interesting at all, but here we are. I'm up to the 9-inch and I'm covering this in its crumb coat. The crumb coat has to be put in the fridge and set off, or the freezer, until it's really firm before you do your top coat. Otherwise, there's just no point in doing crumb coat at all. The crumb coat is to make a nice, smooth base before you put your top coat on and to catch any crumbs, obviously. So now we're on to the top coat. I'm using more white buttercream. It could be an ivory, could be an ivory buttercream. And this cake in particular, I remember, this cake is from earlier in the year, by the way. This is from a while ago, so I'm trying to remember as I'm watching. It has a rough edge on the top. So normally when I decorate these cakes, I'll cut off that edge on the top of the cake, but this one has got a rough edge and it is deliberate. And sometimes it's really cool just to do something different, and I really like this look. So that's why I'm going to leave that top edge on there. So now it's time for the top coat of the larger tier. You can see my method. I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you guys exactly the steps that I go through to decorate a cake. So you can see that when I put the buttercream on, I spread it out. Oh my God, I'm running out of breath. I'm sorry if I'm talking very fast, but I just thought it'd be kind of cool just to let it flow and see what happens. So I use a palette knife and I spread all the buttercream down and I sort of push the air bubbles out as I go. Anyway, we're moving on. Okay, so I'm using a finger with a little bit of buttercream residue to stick the sprinkles, the little sugar pearls, to my finger. And that is a little trick that I use to easily put the sprinkles where I want them. I'm using some larger sugar pearls as well, just doing sort of like a mixture. And you can see I've sort of kept the decoration to the top half of the cake. I did the same thing on the bottom tier. Let's fasten it up a bit because you don't need to watch it again. And now it's time for the stacking. I'm using dowels. So a lot of people get confused by dowels and how sticking dowels in the bottom tier help with stability. So you can see here that I'm pushing, like I'm cutting the dowels to the right height to have them stuck all the way down into the cake. And because the top tier has a board on the bottom of it, when I put it on, those dowels hold the weight of that top tier and they don't squash the bottom tier. Another thing that I do is I like to fill in this little gap with a little bit of buttercream. This whole cake is really firm, by the way. They've just come from the fridge, so that's why I can handle it a lot easier. And I just use my finger, like the corking. Like the corking in a bathroom. Anyway, moving on. Flowers. I'm adding flowers now, and I'm putting flowers on the top, the second step, and the step down. Also added some foliage, and look at it. It's just beautiful. I love it. I love that rough edge. Then we delivered it to the venue. And no matter how many years, I've been doing this for like 11 years, I still get very nervous delivering cakes to venues. It arrived in one piece. Anywho, thanks for watching. Bye!